Coming up on Mountain News at 6, a Pikeville woman is still missing after police say she met up with an unknown man. And police are working to identify a woman's body found in a car after a chase on Interstate 75. We'll take you live to London for the latest.
Plus, another strong front moving into the mountains tonight and tomorrow. Showers look likely, but could we see some thunderstorms as well? Well, those details coming up as Mountain News at 6 starts now.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 6.
A missing woman in Pikeville has officers investigating what they call suspicious circumstances. WYMT's Buddy Forbes has more as officers search for answers, saying time could be of the essence.
Chastity Sowards disappeared January 7th from an apartment in Pikeville. 9 days later, she was reported missing.
You play catch up. How far can you go in a week?
Her roommate says she spent the previous night talking on the phone with a man she met online. And by the afternoon of the 7th, she was packed and waiting for him to pick her up.
The circumstances are very suspicious. She left with an unknown male subject. And we don't know the make and model of the car they left in.
Though she did not get the name of the man, Sowards' roommate described him as a short, balding man with a tattoo on the right side of his neck, offering little conversation except for his intentions.
Advised them to not worry, that she was in good hands, quote, and that he had been to rehab and he was going to take care of her.
That information, paired with her background and the fact that her phone has not been used since January 10th when it pinged off of a tower in Knott County, leaves officers with more questions, saying they consider Sowards to be in danger.
The internet's a very dangerous entity right now, and it may not be who you think it is.
And while they worry about the technology that may have contributed to her disappearance, as even her Facebook account has been hacked.
You can be kidnapped, you can be taken away. This happens, and it happens local, and it happens in people say, well, how does that happen in Kentucky? It happens in Kentucky.
They also hope to see it used in her favor.
Hopefully she's been in one of these convenience stores and somebody caught her on video, somebody sees the missing person and notifies us that she's been through that area. Then we have somewhere to go.
To bring her home. In Pikeville, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
Anyone with information regarding Sowards' location or the man she was last seen with is asked to contact the Pikeville Police Department at 606-437-5111. You can remain anonymous. We have an update on a story we first told you about earlier this month. We now know the names of the two people involved in an obscene sexual act that went viral on social media and a subsequent police chase. 38-year-old Isaiah Matthew Fuller of South Boston, Virginia, and 47-year-old Mildred Virginia Odell Pacheco of Danville, Virginia, are facing charges in the case. So far, police have not been able to locate them. Knox County deputies were called to a home on Kentucky 3439 after reports one man with a rifle was threatening to shoot another man and a woman on Sunday. When police arrived, the two told them 26-year-old Rodney Hampton of Girdler had forced them out of the home and at gunpoint and barricaded himself inside. Deputies spent nearly 30 minutes trying to get Hampton to come out of the home, which he eventually did and surrendered to them. He's charged with multiple counts of wanton endangerment, 2 counts of terroristic threatening, and 1 count of menacing. Lexington's police chief joined Attorney General Daniel Cameron this morning to talk about cutting down on human trafficking. They say a new program called the HOPE Initiative is up and running and working. The HOPE Initiative began in October of 2022 in 4 counties. The state rolled it out in 4 other counties today. An example of this working, officials reached out to local landlords to inform them about illicit massage parlors that were being run in their buildings. Officials say that since the program started, 8 of those parlors have been shut down.
These things can pop up in anybody's community, and we need the community's help to identify them and bring them to our attention so we can bring the resources that we need to put those places out of business.
Officials from the Attorney General's office say that while today focused on illicit massage parlors, they are open to expanding to any businesses that want to reach out and partner with them.
Well, Well, we're continuing to watch a strong front head into the region as we head late tonight and into tomorrow. Ahead of it, showers, even a few thunderstorms a possibility. Severe weather, not a huge possibility, but it is something we'll watch. WYMT studio camera right now, we're overcast, quiet, and dry. 57 the current reading here in Hazard. How about 50 in Moorhead? Much cooler where that warm front hasn't quite made it yet. We'll continue to see temperatures on the mild side, especially along the Hal Rogers Parkway corridor from Somerset to Hazard, where temperatures are near 60 right now. Elsewhere to the north, we're still in the low 50s, even Louisville at 48. Further to the south, we're in the low 50s. So yeah, just this one area in the Cumberland Valley that got up to near 60 and above, near 65 really today. We're all quiet right now, maybe a shower up toward Moorhead, but other than that, all the activity is well to our west, and we'll continue to watch this whole area push through the region as we head later on tonight and into tomorrow. I think the severe weather stays to the south, but it could get a little soggy around here tomorrow. Near 50 as we head into tonight, breezy as well. The details on everything headed our way in just a few minutes. Steve?
All right, Evan, thank you. We are continuing our coverage of a police chase that ended in Laurel County earlier today. Traffic is now moving again on a section of Interstate 75 that was shut down while police investigated the crime scene. The interstate was closed in Laurel County when that chase led to the discovery of a dead woman in the back seat of an SUV. A man is now facing charges, and there's still a lot of questions. WYMT's Phil Pendleton is live in London, where that investigation is ongoing. Phil.
The investigation is still very much underway. We still don't know a lot of information about the people involved in this. We do know that there was a man driving through Kentucky with a dead woman in the back of his car, leading police on a chase.
We had a very unique situation earlier this morning.
What was expected to be a routine traffic stop became anything but. Police say they had a driver stopped in Richmond, but he took off again. And more than 40 miles to the south, once they did finally get him to stop for good, it was soon realized this was a lot more than simply a man who led them on a chase.
At that time, they looked through the windows and they located a deceased person in the back of the vehicle.
Police are trying to find out more about that woman and the circumstances surrounding her death. The driver was arrested and he was being questioned at the London State Police Post. Traffic was snarled most of the day with the southbound lanes between Livingston and London closed for hours.
We were doing our job. We were making a traffic stop on a minor violation. And, you know, things like this happen. You kind of hear stories of it. But that's why we do our job.
And we are told that this chase reached speeds of 120 miles an hour before it came to an end. We still at this point don't know the name of the driver, the name of the woman that was found dead, what her cause and manner of death is, as police here in London continue to investigate. Live in Laurel County, Phil Pendleton, WYMT Mountain News.
All right, Phil, thank you very much. Now, police say the suspect was treated for injuries to his eyes caused by breaking glass. They also say several state police cruisers were damaged when they were rammed in the chase.
Well, coming up, showers and storms on the way as we head through the rest of tonight. One more look outside. The latest on Future View's breakdown after this. Plus,
a group of students are working to help one family rebuild their home after July's flood. And a local college is offering a program to help students with childcare while pursuing a degree.
WYMT News app offers alerts on breaking stories as they happen, customized to the